Hello, my name is UmmeAiman. Today I would like to tell about Internet of Things technology. A major technology shift is happening in our world and it is centered around the Internet of Things. The IoT is all about connecting the unconnected. Most of the objects in our current world are not connected to a computer network. But that paradigm is rapidly changing. Previously, unconnected objects that are all around us are being provided with the ability to communicate with other objects and people, which in turn drives new services and efficiencies in our daily life. Now, what actually is IoT? Now, imagine a world where just about anything you can think of is online and communicating to other things and people in order to enable new services that enhance our lives. From self-driving drones delivering your grocery order to sensors in your clothing monitoring your health, the world you know is set to undergo a major technological shift forward. So this shift is collectively known as IoT. What is goal of IoT? The basic goal of IoT is to connect the unconnected, that is, the objects that are not currently joined to a computer network, namely the internet, will be connected so that they can communicate and interact with people and other objects. So to define, IoT is a technology transition in which devices will allow us to sense and control the physical world by making objects smarter and connecting them through an intelligent network. How did IoT come? That is the genesis of IoT. So it is said that the age of IoT is often to have been started between the years 2008 and 2009. During this time period, the number of devices connected to the internet eclipsed the world's population. With more things connected to the internet than people in the world, a new age was upon us and IoT was born. So the person credited with the creation of the term Internet of Things is Kevin Ashton. While working for Procter & Gamble in 1999, Kevin used this phrase to explain a new idea related to linking the company's supply chain to the internet. So the Kevin has subsequently explained that IoT now involves the addition of senses to computer. He was quoted by saying, in the 20th century, computers were brains without senses. They only knew what we told them. Computers depend on humans to input data and knowledge through typing, barcodes, etc. So IoT is changing this paradigm in the 21st century. Computers are sensing things for themselves. This diagram shows evolution of internet, where on x-axis lies the intelligent connections and y-axis business and societal impacts. First phase is the connectivity, that is, digitize the world. In this phase, people were connected to email, web browser, search to access the information easily. The next phase is networked economy, that is digitizing the business. This phase allows the people to use e-commerce, digital supply chain in collaboration to increase the impact of business. Immersive experiences is the next phase, that is digitize the interactions. The social was increased. The people were connected by video, audio, etc. through a mobile network, and more applications were placed into the cloud. The next phase is the Internet of Things, that is digitize the world It stands for connecting people, process, data, and things. Internet is connecting the not connected. Now, what is IoT impact? Projections on the potential impact of IoT are impressive. About 14 billion, or just 0.06% of things, are connected to the internet today. Cisco Systems predicts that by 2020, this number will reach 50 billion. But a UK government report speculates that this number could be even higher, that is in the range of around 100 billion connected objects. Cisco further estimates that these new connections will lead to $19 trillion profits and cost savings. So this shows IoT impact is increasing year by year. Let us go to the beautiful example of IoT, that is the connected roadways. So people have been fantasizing about the self-driving car or autonomous vehicle in either literature and film for decades. Now this fantasy is becoming a reality with well-known projects like Google's self-driving car. IoT is a necessary component for implementing a fully connected transportation infrastructure. IoT is going to allow self-driving vehicles to better interact with the transportation system around them through bidirectional data exchanges, while also providing important data to the riders. Self-driving vehicles need an always-on reliable communication and data from other transportation-related sensors to reach their full potential. So the basic sensors reside in cars. They monitor oil pressure, tire pressure, temperature, and other operating conditions and provide data around the core car functions. From behind the steering wheel, the driver can access this data while also controlling the car using equipments such as steering wheel, pedals, etc. The need for all this sensory information and control is obvious. The driver must be able to understand, handle, and make critical decisions while concentrating on driving safely. Benefits of self-driving car. First, increase in safety. Worldwide, 1.2 million people are killed each year in traffic accidents. Of these, 30,000 occur in the US alone. Studies have shown that even partial automation of driving could significantly reduce these deaths, making the roads safer for everyone. Second, less traffic. Automating driving would also bring with it the benefit of decreased traffic. As connected vehicles and driverless vehicles communicate with each other and their surroundings, they are able to identify the optimum route, which helps spread demand for scarce road space. Separate vehicles move together as a unit, reducing unnecessary accelerating and braking, which are often the cause of traffic congestion, and our automated vehicles As automated vehicles decrease the number of accidents, traffic will be increasingly lighter since accidents are one of the biggest causes for congestion. Reduce emissions is the third benefit. Transportation produces nearly 30% of all US global warming emissions, and personal vehicles are largely at fault, as roughly 24 pounds of carbon dioxide and other global warming gases are released for every gallon of fuel. Driverless car could be the solution to this problem. The technology that driverless cars and connected vehicles use would allow the vehicles to communicate with roadside infrastructure like traffic lights and road congestion, and then use this information to curtail fuel consumption and emissions significantly. The potential benefits of driverless cars are alluring and widespread, and the future for industry is bright. And if we let them, they could be the biggest thing to happen to the transport. Therefore, IoT is a very good emerging technology. I conclude by saying this. Thank you.